You can see the second case is what? Upthrust is less than the weight of the object. So in this case, what will happen, guys? We can assume the object will sink or float. The object will sink. Yes or no? So now object will settle down. So this is what we can understand. So weight of the object is more than the buoyancy force. So now still the upward force is acting. So that is what FB, and downward force is acting. That is what we can say weight. So now, so here what is happening? Upthrust is less than or greater than? So upthrust is less than weight. That's what we have to understand. So what is the upthrust formula? What is the upthrust formula, guys? So maximum. So it is up to weight is maximum, upthrust is minimum. Yes or no? The buoyancy force experienced by it is maximum and it cannot increase further, so that the liquid is unable to provide enough upthrust to balance the weight of the object, so that the object will sink. Understand? So already the liquid is experiencing maximum buoyancy forces, but it is not able to balance the weight, so that object will, what is happening, guys? Object will sink. Okay. So now in this case, what will happen? What is the formula of upthrust? D into
V1G.
V1G.
less than weight of the object is what? Rho into
Rho.
V into
V into G.
This is what the first formula. So now as we know, we can get cancel what? GG we can get cancel. And the second formula we can write D into V is less than rho into V. Okay. So now as we know, which is equals to what? V is equals to
V1 is equal to V1. V
Yes.
cancel.
That is what from the equation 1, because as we know again, the volume of liquid displaced by, understanding the weight of the liquid displaced by the immersed portion of the body, which is equals to what? Total volume of the body, or is total weight of the body. So that I can say V is equals to V1. So finally what will come? Density of the solid is,
Equal to rho.
density of the liquid is less than the density of the solid. So this is what you have to remember. So this is what in the case of V is equals to V1. So finally what we is to get, guys? D is less than the rho, means density of the liquid, density of liquid is less than what? Density of what? A solid object. That's all. So this is what it will happen. So in this case, what is the formula will come? So when the object will sink, guys? When the density of the solid, understanding, when the density of the solid is more than the density of the liquid, then the object will sink. Is it clear, everybody? Any doubt in this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Shruti? Yes, that is what you have to understand. Darun, are you understand, Darun, this one? Okay, that is. So please make it next one. So next, let us see what is happening. So after this is what the second case. So when maximum buoyancy force is acting, but still it is unable to balance the weight of the object, then what is happening, guys? Then what is happening? The weight of the object will dominate the buoyancy force and it will sink the object. That is what the case number 2. So this is what all of you have to write it. Mahalakshmi, I understand, Mahalakshmi? That is. So now what is the case number 3, last case? Upthrust is greater than the weight of the object. What is that? Upthrust means buoyancy force is greater than the weight of the object. So now you can see here. So we can say upthrust is greater than the weight of the object. This is what the third case. So in this case, what will happen? Darun, object will float or sink?
Float on the surface.
Float, sir.
Float on the surface. Yes or no? So now if you take any kind of liquid, so now object will float on the surface. So little immersed portion only it will takes place. So it will float on the surface of the object. But still here what is happening? Weight of the object is acting and upward force who is acting? Downward. Buoyancy force is acting. Okay. So now in this case, what will happen? Let us discuss now. So now if you notice it, so this is the portion which is immersed inside the liquid. So now you can see here. So as we know, who is acting? Upthrust. Upthrust is greater than what, guys? Upthrust is greater than weight. So now as we know the formula, so dV1G is greater than rho.
Rho
dV1G is greater than rho V.
VG.
Okay, so that is what it is. So now in this case, what is happening? The volume of liquid displaced, understand, displaced is reduces, but you can see the buoyancy force on the object is also started reducing. So at the some height, the buoyancy force will reduce to the value equal to the magnitude of the object. Understanding magnitude of the object and the condition of flotation is achieved. Means in the sense of at the certain case where the volume of the object, immersed portion of the object is very, very less, so that the liquid displaced by it is not equals to the total weight of the object. So by the time the buoyancy force is dominating, so the force exerting, the rising force, which is greater than the immersed portion of the body. So that is why in this case, what is happening, guys? The object will stop rising and float on the liquid partially submerged condition. Means little amount of body will immerse, and the force which is acting downward direction is not equals to the buoyancy force. Then the buoyancy force is greater than that. Then what will happen? Object will come to the surface of the liquid. Do you understand, everyone? Surface of the liquid, and it will start floating on the surface. But still you can see, even though it is floating on the surface, but still little portion is immersed. Yes or no, Elmokel? Little portion is immersed. Understanding?
Sir.
So this little portion, the little immersed portion is equals to what? It will displace some liquid. That immersed portion of the liquid, which is equals to what? The total weight of the object. Is it understand? So that I can say, therefore, V1 is equals to what? V. Understand? So I can say GG will get cancelled. So I can say, which will turns into what? dV, which is greater than rho, sorry, dV1, which is greater than rho V. So from that I can say D is greater than rho. Is it okay, everyone? Yes or no? That is what you have to remember it. So now in this, what will happen?
Yes.
The density of liquid is what? Density of liquid
Is greater than the density of the solid object.
Yeah, density of object. So in this case, what will happen? It will float on the surface of the.
Float.
So that is what you have to understand. So sinking and floating is based upon the single parameter. What is that parameter? Only density.
Density.
So density of two things. What is that? Density of liquid and as well as
Object and liquid.
density of object will decide either the object will sink or object will float. Is it okay, everyone? That is what you have to remember. So density of the object is equals to density of the liquid. Then the object will float in the liquid. If the density of the object is greater than the density of the liquid, then the object will sink. If the density of the liquid is greater than the density of the object, then the object will float on the surface of liquid. That is what you have to remember. So these are the three questions, three separate cases. These are all the things we used to call as principle of flotation. What we used to call? Principle of flotation.
Flotation.
Yes. This is what, finish it all off. So what is this principle of flotation? So we will say now. So principle of flotation means, observe very carefully. So every time, sometime body is fully immersed, sometime body is partially immersed. So every time I am saying that the immersed portion of the body means the weight of the liquid displaced by immersed portion of the body is equals to total weight of the body. Yes or no? Yes? Here also I written. Yes or no, guys? The buoyancy force is equals to weight of the liquid displaced. Somewhere I written here, correct, where it is, just a minute. Where I have written the statement, this is. So the volume of the liquid displaced by immersed portion of the body is equals to the total volume of body. Same way, weight of the body is also. Yes or no, guys? That is what we used to call as principle of flotation. What is the principle of flotation? A body will float on a liquid if the weight of the liquid displaced by the immersed portion of the body is equals to the greater than or weight of the body, then that is called as principle of flotation. So all of you write it. Principle of flotation. Principle of flotation. Right. A body will float on a liquid. A body will float on a liquid if the weight of the liquid, if the weight of the liquid displaced by the immersed part of the body is equal to, or two cases, one is inside the liquid and another one is on the surface of the liquid. Understand, Jayavarshini? Is equal to or greater than the
Yes,
weight,
sir.
greater than the weight of the body. So in both the cases it will float. Yes or no, Elmukil? One case it is equal. Equal means what? It will float in the surface of the liquid. Understand? In the liquid. When it is less means what? Greater than means what? It will float on the surface of the
It will
liquid.
float on the surface.
That is both the cases. That is what we used to call as principle of flotation. Okay? Yeah, I will send Mahalakshmi. This is what we used to call as principle of flotation. This is what you have to remember. So weight of the liquid displaced by the body, we can say what in mathematics representation. So we can say from this definition, simply if you want, you can say, so weight of the body, weight of the liquid displaced by the body. It must be what, guys? It must be greater than or equals to. Yes or no? Maitreyan? Greater than or equals to. Both the signs single definition. It must be greater than or equals to. What is that? Weight of the body. Understand? Weight of the body. So if it is equals to weight of the body also, it will float in the liquid. If it is greater than, on the surface of the liquid. That is what you have to remember. Is it okay, guys? So from that,
Yes,
so the density of the liquid is what? The density of the liquid, sorry, the density of the solid, either it is less than or equals to density of liquid. That is what you have to remember. This is density of solid and this is density of liquid. Okay, it must be equals to the density of the liquid or less than the density of the liquid. What you have to remember. Now you can see, now D is in multiplication here. Can I write it is into 1? Now D is in multiplication. Will come this side. What will become? Density of liquid divided by, sorry, density of solid divided by density of liquid is less than or equals to 1. Is it okay, everyone? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Observe very carefully. This is what the density of given solid. Yes or no, guys? And density of liquid. This is density of liquid. Now you observe very carefully. This is similar to something. If you divide the density of a given solid with the density of liquid, that is called as what? Density of water. That is called as what? Anybody can say?
Relative density.
Relative density. Very good, Elmukil. So when the liquid is water, if you will consider, this is called as liquid. If this liquid is a water, what is that? If this liquid is a water, then I can say this rho divided by D, which is equals to relative density. Will you accept that, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? So now from this, say, when the object will float on water? When the object will float on the water?
So buoyancy force is higher than weight.
When the object is float
Greater.
in water, which is equals to what? That is RD is less than or equals to 1. That is what you have to understand. Is it okay, guys? If RD is equals to 1, if RD is less than 1, object will float either in the liquid or on the surface of the liquid. Float. Is it okay, everyone? And if RD is greater than 1, what will happen? Object will sink. That's what I want to say. So till here, any doubt, anybody you can ask. This is what you have to understand. Everybody clear? Everybody, guys? Yes? Yeah. So now I want to say you, for example, you can take the relative density of iron. Relative density of iron is 7.8. So it will sink on water, it will float on water.
Sink
Sir,
on
it will
water, sir.
sink on water.
Correct or not? Suppose relative density of wood you can take. Wood is 0.8. It will, what will happen? Float or
It will float, sir.
Float, sir, float.
float on where? Float on the surface.
On
On
surface.
surface, sir.
On the surface. Are you understand, everybody? Yes or no? Now, clear, everybody? Suppose, for example, let me take some substance which is a relative density of some cork is 1. Then what will happen? It will float in the
Float in liquid.
Sir,
the
it will
surface,
float
sir.
in the liquid.
in the means in the water. Understand? On the surface of water. On the float on the surface.
Yes, sir.
This is in the liquid, means in the water. Is it okay, guys? That is what you have to understand. Clear, Elmukil? Yes? This is
Yes, sir.
what is principle of flotation and how it will take place. So what is the importance of relative density? Are you understand now? What is the importance of relative density? This is the importance of relative density. So with the help of relative density, we people can find what is either the object will sink or object will float in the water. Is it okay, everybody? So this is all about it. With this, I will stop the today's class. So now I will send this PDF also to you. You people can write in our classwork, and tomorrow we'll solve some examples and as well as applications of flotation, and we'll end this basic level of this chapter, and later we'll shift into difficult level of this hydrostatics chapter. Okay. So thank you all of you. We'll meet tomorrow.